Aloha everyone! I'm making my very first video for YouTube. So bear with me as I get used to the technology, and greetings from beautiful Kauai in the Hawaiian Islands. It's called the Garden Island here, and that's exactly what it is. I'm fresh out of the ocean, having my daily swim. It's the gift of my life in being here. I've been a swimmer my whole life, and to get to swim in Mother Ocean is just utter blessing. I get to see the beautiful fish and the magnificent flying turtles who fly through the water like this. They're so peaceful, they let you come right up to them. They're my new best friends. So, beautiful beings of light, what I wanted to share with you today is my experience of opening to love. It's obviously what we're all here for. It's all what we crave. And so often we look for it outside of ourselves. Even those of us that know better and have been on our conscious path for a long time, that temptation to look for something that will give us the experience of love is just part of the human dynamic. And what I wanted to talk about today is just a gentle reminder, an inspired reminder that in fact we are living in an utter stream of love all the time. As a matter of fact, we are love. Every single cell radiates with love. And as we relax and take deep breaths and just let go, we melt back, we surrender back into that jet stream of love. And it bathes us and fills us from within. And to have that experience of love just opening up all those tight places, all those places that have hurt and been afraid and even angry, and to have them melted, just like steel being melted by water, and to have that beautiful sense of warmth and reassurance and peace flood through us is the greatest grace there is. And on my path of living God's grace, this is what I've discovered more than anything, that God, Source, Spirit, loves us so much and just waits for us to open so that we can receive this birthright, this gift. And we go here and we go there, when we reach for love over there, and we wonder if we do this, maybe we'll be loved, or if we get that partner, we'll be loved. And it's right here, like a waterfall. There's so many waterfalls here on Kauai. It's such a vivid reminder of the waterfall of love that we're standing in all the time. And yet we don't open. And all that's required is that we relax and open to it, acknowledge its presence, and receive. God's source is just an infinite supply of love and blessings. That is the nature of existence. And yet it has given us free will, the choice to in some way turn away, forget, focus on other things, and stay in our separation consciousness. And now more than anything, more than any time on earth, we are being bathed and bathed. It just feels like it's being poured on us in buckets. And yet still, we are the ones that have this choice to relax and soften, take a breath, and open to it. Very recently, I had an incredible reminder of this when I was working with a friend who seemed to be too busy for our relationship. And life was pulling her in many different directions, here, there, everywhere. And I felt like I was standing right there saying, I'm right here. I love you. I enjoy our friendship. Connect with me. Make yourself available. And yet she couldn't. There was just things pulling on her. And it was such a helpless, really futile feeling. And I finally spoke to her and just said, for now, I'd like to just step away. It leaves me in a place where I feel like I'm waiting, I'm pursuing, and that seems to push you away even further. And so we agreed to take a time out. And as I walked my own talk and practiced my own practices and laid down and took a breath and softened and opened, I felt God right behind me saying, well, finally, you've relaxed and turned towards me. And I have been waiting for you just like you've been waiting for your friend. It's so nice to have you come home to me. And in those moments, of course, I was bathed with tears and felt humble and quiet inside that even though this is my path, I've been invited to live in God's grace as my constant. Even I was turned outward, seeking that kind of connection with a friend, which is human and natural and very, very fulfilling. And yet all I had to do is turn within, and there was all that love, all that connection, all that union that I could ever, ever want. And yet even God has to wait for us to choose it. So, beloveds, this is my invitation to you to just slow down sometime today, maybe even when you put your head on your pillow tonight, and just soften, take a deep breath, and relax. Just open and open and open as best as you can. And just acknowledge, if you can, that the love is there. It's pouring through you, blessing you completely, taking care of every one of your concerns. And then rest. Rest in the knowing that you are profoundly loved. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, peace. May there be peace in all of our hearts as we claim this ultimate truth of the power and presence and blessing and grace of love. Aloha.